It's your guy, Rothstein Beats, and this is another edition of the Roth Talk Podcast where we talk that talk, man. And shout out to everybody who's been tapping in and watching these interviews. You can go right now over to YouTube and check out my interviews right now, man, because I'm telling you, I got so many dope people I done interviewed, but I got even more interviews on the way. So we definitely about to get this thing started, about to get this thing cranked up. So I got my guy in the... And shout out to Dr. Butcher, who I had on my show last week. Man, we had an amazing episode, so we definitely have y'all check into that. So hello, there we go. You in the building? What's good, my guy?
What's going on? How's it going?
Doing good, man. I can't barely see you. You got There we go. We get some light on you. There you go, man. What's good, what's going on, my guy?
All right, man. I want to grind heavy, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir, man. Well, let me go ahead and get everybody welcomed in, man. Hello, welcome, everybody. My name is Rothstein Beats, and this is another edition of the Roth Talk Podcast where we talk that talk. And today's episode, man, we got a dope individual in the building today. We got Lyriq Luchiano in the building, and we got a lot of dope things to talk about. So, man, we're going to get right into it, man. So just for all the people tapping in, watching, Lyriq, let everybody know, who you are, where you from, and what you do, my guy.
My name is Lyriq Luchiano. I'm from Culpeper, Virginia. Place in the boonies, like little town, small town. That's where I'm from. And I'm a hip hop musician, more so on the artist side of, catering and trying to big up women, give women more self-respect more than anything. And also kind of like building awareness to certain situations, whether it's depression, whether it's about drug addiction, whether it's about bullying, coming into that lane. Also, just kind of like speaking about relationship issues, but from a male's perspective. So I'm just like, I just mix it all in to, one guy, and that's Lyriq Luchiano. Man.
Yes, sir. That's what's up. Big VA in the building, man.
Yeah.
I got a lot of, love in Virginia. That's my second home, Virginia Beach, all that. So shout out to Big VA in the building. You already know how we do out there. So with that being said, man, I always like to start from the beginning, man, because a lot of people need to like to hear the beginning of your journey and how you got to where you're at now. So let's talk about a young Lyriq, growing up. Now, Lyriq, did you go to church at any? Were you in any of these choirs? Did you do any of that? Because a lot of music people started in the church. So I always like to start with that question.
The crazy part about it, yeah, I did start off in the church. My mom was heavy into we had to be at church. My grandma was heavy and we had to go to church. I never put two and two together until I got older, and I really didn't understand that it actually shapes you into being a certain way. It's real weird to explain, but being in church, of course, it gets you closer to the Most High, but at the same time, it's like I don't know, it does something to the spirit. So I can't go too long without listening to gospel, due to the fact that my mom and my grandma had me in church. I know, right? It's like, yeah.
Now, trust me, I already know, man. A lot of times we was forced that, wake up on Sundays, go to church, get in there, knowing you don't want to be in there, but, it starts to sink in, after you start going, over and over. So sure. I definitely like to hear about that. Now, let's talk about some of the music that you was listening to when you was a youngin'. Like, what was some of the music at that time you was exposed to?
I was a big hip hop fan when I was a kid. Started early. I had uncles around me, aunties around me who would listen to R&B heavy, a lot of R&B. Hip hop had effect also, but it wasn't as strong as R&B was. So not having the father in the picture as well, not seeing what type of music taste he has, but picking up my music tastes from my mom, my aunts, my uncles, and they was real big on R&B. I so so big on R&B, so I had to like, I picked up that, and I ended up picking up rap when I got in my teenage years. But in my like early childhood years, it was all R&B. I started off, and it was '90s R&B at that.
Hello.
So I got the best of it. You know what I mean?
Now, did you try to sing at all? Because, I tried to sing back then, even though I couldn't.
Yeah.
But did you try to sing at all back
I can
then?
sing.
Oh, you
I can sing,
said? Okay,
but
okay.
I do not sing. It ain't one of them. I'm one of them singers who, when a song come on, I might hum to it and sing to it a little bit, but I'm not the type of guy that's outside singing and trying to impress the crowd. I'm good off that.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, okay, okay. So let's talk about, like, were you in any groups at that time? Because growing up around around that era, a lot of people was in groups and had friends that did music. Did you have any of that, or were you kind of like an undercover musician on the low?
No, I never had no friends who did music. I had an uncle. My uncle, he actually did rap. He did music. He was actually pretty good. He ended up getting around the bad boy camp, the Diddy camp, and his life took him another direction. I would think that I probably got the idea that sparked in my brain from him to start rapping. But as far as actually picking up the pen, actually getting into it, it was two students in school that got me started.
Okay. Okay, and what age range group or year? What grade was you
I
in?
was in 10th grade.
Oh,
I was in 10th grade when I started rapping. At first, I was just writing poetry, and just writing things that was inside my head. But two two white guys that ended up introducing me to music, and I say that because the school was predominantly black. But
mm,
two white guys that started doing like music that introduced me to. He was like, "Yo, man, come to the studio. We're gonna be in the studio." I was like, "Come to the studio, bro." He's like, "Come to the studio, man. Trust me." And the first time I went over there, I heard his voice back
mm,
first. Then he was like, "Go in the studio." And heartbeat. I'm heart beating fast. I go in there. I say a couple lines. I heard myself back over the speaker, and that's when I fell in love.
mm. Okay, okay, okay. So it was the unlikely people that took you to the studio. It wasn't
Yeah,
like
so
it wasn't like you said you was in the predominantly black. It was the other people that took you to the studio, and then like you said, hearing yourself. Do you remember that? Was it like instrumental? Was it somebody's beat? Like you remember the first track you rapped on?
it was called Night Scope. That was the first song was called Night Scope. And I hear it back. I still got it. I hear it back to this day. I was like, it's embarrassing. But I'm like, I don't forget, it's my first time ever jumping into the studio. But, um, one of them was a ROTC member, and he actually went to go do the military. Um, the other one was a DJ. So it was like I was already in the mix without knowing I was already in the mix. I always thought that it'd be my people that turned me on to new stuff. Nah, not all the time. You know what I mean? You never know what people got in their arsenal. So when they came, it was like, yo, Lyriq, get in the studio. I was surprised, but then after a while, I was like, yo, we gonna just rock together, and we started rocking together all through high school.
Nice, nice. Now, what type of vibes were y'all on? What type of music were they listening to beside the music y'all was making? What type of music were they exposing you to during that
They was
time?
in rap. They was listening to rap, and they had turned me on to new stuff because
Mm,
I was the type of guy that like I told you, R&B. So I would have in my Walkman, I would have R&B all through my Walkman. I'd be listening to 90s R&B, 2000s, early 2000s R&B, and that's how they like turned me on. I was like, yo, you know what? This is gonna be it. This is what I'm feeling. And they would just put me on to MGK, of course Eminem. They'll like put me on to like Busta Rhymes, Hoskins, I think that's his name.
Mm-hmm.
Different rap, Tech Nines. So these are people that he introduces me to, that they started introducing me to. These are people who with lyrical capabilities to the point where your average rapper ain't messing with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I was
Mm-hmm.
introduced to rappers who were already extreme talent out of this world. You know what I mean? So that's who I had to look up to. I couldn't come in the game listening to somebody with mediocre bars. They was giving me people. They was giving me people who be rapping fast, and you know what I mean, all that stuff. So yeah, I had to come in like
No, definitely. Yeah, you're not talking about no baby
that.
lyrics. You're talking about some real lyrical, you know. Well, your name Lyric, so you gotta definitely have some lyrics as well, for sure, for sure.
For sure.
So let's keep talking about the high school. So did y'all do any? Did y'all drop a CD, a single, anything at this time, or were y'all just in the studio cooking?
Yeah, we did a lot of music. I mean, a lot of music. We never dropped a CD or anything together. We kind of fell out. Well, I wouldn't even say fell out. It was more so he had they once you get in a relationship, um, significant others might pull you away from your dream, and that's kind of what ended up happening. Significant others pulled him away from the dream. It started becoming where he got on the time clock from his significant other, and she basically telling him what's important and what's not, and that's what happened. So we kind of we ended up going our separate ways. Same thing with the DJ Conda. I think he just moved though, but we it started same thing started happening. But yeah, I was left. I was the last one left, and I just never gave up. I feel like I did. I feel like I couldn't give up. And if people listen to my music now, they'll see why. Because the message that I'm sending out, I feel like people need it. And if I give up, they won't get the message. And that's
Hello. Not hello. I love what you said right there. I love what you said right there because, like you said, somebody has to deliver the message, and if the messenger keep quitting before anybody get the message, then hey, you already know what's gonna happen to the people. So
so.
now you definitely spitting on that. So okay, so let's keep the story cooking. So everybody broke up. Were you? Did you lose access to the studio, or were you still able to go to the studio? Let's continue the story right there.
I didn't have so many studios I went to over the years. It's so I like so many studios, but the issue I kept running into, people didn't want to work. So when it's time to get in the studio and do work, it's another excuse and another excuse and another excuse and another excuse. This is why I'm blessed that happened, because it forced me to learn how to create my own music, how to create my own studio, how to be my own engineer. So a lot of these things happen because, for a reason, but at the end of the day, it becomes a blessing because if I have this as an arsenal for myself, I'll be fine. I don't have to depend on nobody to do anything. So I just pick it up as an arsenal and use it to an advantage. So it kind of starts off as a disadvantage, but ends up becoming an advantage for myself.
That's a fact. Sometimes when you when you push to a corner, you know what I'm saying? You like either I'm gonna, fold, or I'm gonna just make it happen.
Exactly.
So I definitely feel you on that. So, all right. So let's talk about after school. Did you go to college? Did you, work? Like, what were you doing? Were you still working on your music? Let's talk about that.
I got in so much trouble in school. I got expelled for fights.
Oh man.
Um, I was still on the aspect of I got a street background, but it's not to the point where I'm out here, going crazy, catching incredible charges. Mine is just more running the streets, dealing with a lot of beef, picking up beefs from family members. Started becoming like one of those things. So I got expelled, and I ended up getting expelled in my 12th year, which forced me. When I try to go back to school, I didn't have enough credits to graduate. So I said, you know what, F it. I'm gonna just, and I started being in the streets more and more and more. Streets started getting to the point where it started getting real. It went from school. No, it went from being poor, broke, like no money at all. The whole like it's so bad that we getting canned food brung to our home when we was kids, to getting into the streets, to graduating, to fighting in school, to getting out of school, to gang activity, to now now it's pressure, real pressure out here, to the point where I get shot. You know what I mean? It get real. It get real. So once all that started happening, started spinning, I started figuring out, you know what, yo, I got the story. Half of the story these rappers telling in their rhymes, I already lived it by the time 25 hit. So I can tell my story and I can just escape and get away what I already did, and let's reset it. So instead of me bragging about what happened in the streets and how much work been put in and what I done been through, I said, you know what, I'm gonna just take the message and flip it. I'm gonna just be more positive and tell people you can do this, you can do that. You don't have to deal with depression alone. For females, I want you to understand you're beautiful. I don't care how you look. I don't care how you look. You are still beautiful. Working on yourself inside instead of dealing with load up the guns and boom 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 boom. I just flipped the message and said, "F it. I'm not gonna talk about what I done been through. I'll tell my story in a biopic later. But for now, I'm gonna just I'm gonna give them something encouraging."
Okay, well let's talk about that some more, man, because you didn't started cooking right there. You started to talk some talk. So what really made you want to hit the change? Because like you said, you really have the story to back up what you rap about. So what made you say, like, you know what, I'm not even gonna glorify none of that. I don't even want to talk about that. I'm gonna uplift people. Let's talk about what caused the change for you.
Me losing my mother, my mom dying, me getting shot, being rushed to the hospital, and from the ground to the helicopter. Cops
Mm,
telling me, the police telling me I'm die. They don't know if I'm gonna make it. And being alive to witness that, to see that, you know what I mean? Me being homeless, me being a kid and using the bathroom in a bucket, you know what I mean?
mm,
It was struggles, hard struggles, watching my mom and watching my mother get domestically abused as a child. A lot of different traumatic things that shape a man into being in a certain type of way. And I was like that. I was angry when I was young, but it came down to a point where I either let it consume me or I just become different and just use the power to guide me for strength, and that's what I did. So, a lot of people see a smile on my face. I'm always smiling. 9 times out of 10, I always got a smile on my face. Females tell me I got a baby face. I got a baby face all the time. But they don't, people don't know my story. They don't know how real it got, how really it is. But
mhm.
that's the beauty of it. I'll be able to tell my story later down the road. But for now, they see Lucci.
Hello, hello, man. Luther, you cooking right now? Let's real quick. Let's put a pin right there because I wanna continue on the story. But let's talk about your name because they say your name really lays out your destiny and everything like that. So what made you pick the name Lyriq Luchiano? Let's talk about that.
Lyric just came from it just came from when I started doing music. I would hear instrumentals and I was like, yo, it's not nothing without lyrics to it. So I kind of was like a cocky and just started and I was like, yo, my name Lyric. um Luciano came from a mobster gangster who was Lucky Luciano, which I ended up picking his name up because they carved the L in his face when he tried to negotiate the mobs and stuff. So I said, remind me to never negotiate. So that's how Lyriq Luchiano came along. But eventually, I'm dropping the Luciano. I'm just sticking with Lyriq when I get to where I got to get to. But it's right now, and the caliber of artists, there's so many lyrics out here that I can't change it to just Lyriq right now. I got to wait till I'm at a episode where I'm like, all right, I'm the Lyriq, you know what I mean? But for now, I'm Luciano. I'm rocking with Luciano.
Hello. Oh, hello. Nah, you're right, man. Lyric is definitely it's a dope word anyway, you know what I mean? So I definitely understand that. So okay, all right. Well, let's we cooking right now. We almost halfway there, but let's continue the story, man. So after you went through those situations, you know what I mean. Were you motivated at that time to really get to the music, or did you take a break, or what? Let's continue the story.
For some reason, life has always called me to music, and I don't know why. Because I could be, for example, shot laying in the hospital for 3 months. I couldn't walk. I
Mm,
couldn't walk. It took me. I was on crutches. I was staying in different hotels, trying to move around. It had got real out here. So, but then I get a call from the director of the Tupac movie, All Eyes on Me, and he like, yo, I'm flying you out to California because we want you to be at the premiere. And for some odd reason, I flew out to California after I got shot, and I had the best experience of my life. Never been to California before, so I came back from getting shot. I come back from the movie premiere, and then my mom died. She ends up
mm,
dying, and that was a blow. We talk about a blow. That was a blow. And like 2 months later, I get invited to come out to the BET Awards. So it's like with all my downs, it's like an arrow shooting up for me at the same time. And that's what started happening. So when I'm going through personal life, my music life is going up. When my music life is going down, my personal life it's started getting crazy to the point where I started balancing both. Now I'm balancing both, and now they excuse me. Now you're at a good spot, right now where I'm balancing both. My personal life is fine. I couldn't be more happy. Uh, and I just left BET Awards again this year, just to see everybody and see it is amazing. Um, yeah, so it's just been ups and downs, ups and downs. I'm not perfect. Nobody is. I got my stuff like the next person. But I'm blessed. I'm grateful to God that everything that I've been through in my past is behind me. I could not be more grateful to God, and that's the beauty of it. When I'm leaving all that in the past and becoming this new man that I am now, I couldn't be more grateful.
hello, man. You talking that talk, my guy. You talking that talk right now, man. That's some good. It's a good place when you know that you just in a good spot in life. Because sometimes you can, like you said, you can have those rocky moments. You can have those, super high moments where you feel like you're on top of the world,
Yeah.
and then you know what I mean, like nothing's wrong, and you know what I mean. So just trying to balance that. I definitely understand that 100%, my guy. I definitely do, man. So all right, let's get into this single, man. Let's talk about this single face card because it's a lot of ladies with the face card that's valid. Hello. So let's talk about that and what's the inspiration behind that.
I was working on an album called "Dedicated to Her" because I have a lot of female. My fan base is female, and I just had to like, yo, this is like perfect for them. I wanted to inspire them. I know women go through a lot daily. I know women go through so much that they don't tell people about, and the stuff they don't tell people about. This is what Lyriq is for, because Lyriq, I got you. What another artist can't transition out his mouth, I'm going to do it for you. I got you. You straight. So I made an album called "Dedicated to Her," and from track 0 to track 10, it's all motivation to her and to let her understand that you're beautiful. A man should love you for who you are. Don't let nobody discourage you. Don't let them beat you down. Um, that's what "Dedicated to Her" is. So when Face Card came, Face Card is like the third song on the album, and it's more so Face Card is what you want it to be. It's not one of them you got to look a certain way because you don't. You got to have a certain skin complexion because you don't. Um, it's for you. I don't want people to look at it like a song, but it's more so like what's the word? What's the word? It's more so like your confidence builder. Let it build your confidence. Listen to it when you need a confidence builder. Don't just listen to it because it's trending. No, this is for you to build your confidence up. You know what I mean? If you don't have it. So it's like I want her to have confidence. So when Face Card took off, I was surprised, but then I was like, this is what we need. The world needs Face Card because I want women to understand that I got you. You know what I mean? I got you. I understand that you've been going through a lot. I understand them bills is heavy on you. I understand that, the dude you're dealing with, he putting you all through all kind of, you know what I mean? And I got you. I'm here for you. I'm going to speak it for you. If you can't rap, I'm going to speak it for you, baby girl. And that's what it's going to be. I'll be a spokesman, spokesperson.
Definitely, definitely. Well, man, let's talk about this. You said it's been taking off. How's the number? How the success been looking? I've been seeing some people, supporting you. So let's talk about the support you've been getting, because this is definitely an anthem is always needed for the ladies out there.
You said the support I've been getting?
Yes, sir.
Extreme support. Let me just call out my ladies who's not in the business. To all the ladies that's been doing my Face Card challenge, and that's been reposting it, that's been listening to the song, running it up on Apple Music, all the fans and supporters, I thank you and I love y'all so much. Without y'all, this wouldn't be possible. So I want to say that first. Second, we got to give a shout out to Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish when she did Face Card, I dropped my phone. Ain't no way this Tiffany Haddish. I got to give a shout out to Cindy Starr from Love and Hip Hop. I appreciate, her for doing it. I appreciate a lot of celebrities did it easy. And I don't want to forget now. I'm so sorry if I forget. Mellow Ball's girlfriend, she did it. Bojangles, the restaurant, they did it. Pretty dope. That's pretty dope. College football sports, they did it. A lot. People from Rick Ross's camp. The girls from Jill Marie from Girlfriends TV show. She did it. Ashanti. I can't forget about Ashanti.
You can't forget about Ashanti.
I can't forget about Ashanti.
Hello.
And Atlanta is going crazy right now for Face Card. I want to say, Atlanta, I love you. New York is going crazy for Face Card. Texas is going crazy for Face Card. It's so insane. But I promise I got y'all. I'm going to keep dropping music for y'all. It's not going to defer. I'm not going to defer and drop something that's not in my lane. I know what I'm doing, and I appreciate y'all.
Man, hello. Shout out, man, to all of those amazing women that support the movement. And let's talk about that, man, now, because do you feel at this time that there is a lack of records that supported women? Do you feel like there need to be more rappers that need to make more positive self-esteem records for women?
Yes, I do. I feel like music is at a place where there's no substance. I feel like music is at a place where they thinking about success of a TikTok song more than they are an actual song. And to be fair, I get it. I understand it. But the art form, you're losing the art form. People want to hear something that's close to the heart, man. They want to hear what you got for the heart. What do you have for their soul? We didn't heard about your car. We didn't heard about the clothes you buying. We didn't heard about the planes, all the bottles, all the girls you got in your VIP section. We didn't heard it. They want something heartfelt. Give it to them. Like it's the world is thirsty for heartfelt music, and it ain't something that I'm always doing or how I ain't like I got a gift that nobody else can do. But it looked like I'm the one who got a gift nobody else can do because I'm in the rare minority. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people doing it. So I would say music is at a place where it's just all about marketing dollars. And when you mix money and soul, it just don't go right. You gotta love one more than the other. You either gotta love money and you get what you got right now, or you gotta love soul more than you love money. But having both of them at the same time is gonna jeopardize you. It jeopardizes the art form. It jeopardizes the soul and the love for music. And that's what happens. So I try to remember and keep that in my head. Don't let money jeopardize my art form. No matter how much success I have is to never let it jeopardize the art form, never let it jeopardize the soul, and never let it jeopardize the heartfelt music that I'm making.
Hello, hello. Come on, man. You gonna sell out or not? What you gonna do? You know
I, I can't.
what I'm saying? So, all right. Well, let's talk about the rest of the project. Now with the face card, this is the first single off the project. You got more singles loading up.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it, man.
I got a couple more songs, but I don't want to. Me and Desiree, which is my PR, wonderful lady. She
Shout
is.
out to
When I
Desiree.
tell you, she top of the top. She be on me. She be like, Lyriq, make sure, boom, boom, boom. Wonderful. Background, incredible. She my right hand. She my ace. She get me right every time. So I definitely, we sit here talking about the couple singers that I do have coming up, and it's all catering to building up confidence boosters. You might catch a couple singles from me that I've been through relationships to the point where I gotta tell you how it went. Other than that, I'm coming with the same heat. More, it's gonna be fire, more better than Face Card. I got a song right now called Diary of Her Soul. That's deep. Women love that a lot. And then I got some other stuff coming. I don't want to say the name of it, but we coming strong.
I don't know. I'm trying to get a little exclusive or something, man. I can't get a little. No, I'm just messing.
Yeah,
But
okay.
he's like, hold on, I can't say nothing yet. Okay. So now we looking forward to that project. We're forward to that project. So now I got a few questions. I always try to ask my guests, to test, their history and their background and how they feel about, certain things. So who would be your top five MCs? If you know what I mean, no particular order, just who would you say is your top five MCs?
You know what? I'm gonna leave that as a mystery for now.
Okay, okay, okay. All right, all right, all right. I got another one. I'm ready for another question. Hold on. All right. So, since you said you was into the '90s R&B, you said you was into. So let's talk about the top five '90 records. Like, if you had a playlist, what's five records you gonna have on your '90s playlist?
Yo, I gotta say it. I'm a big Whitney Houston fan.
Okay.
Like from I'm a big Whitney Houston fan. I don't care what she did I don't care what she did with Bobby. I'm a big Whitney Houston fan. Her voice is like walking into heaven for me. So I gotta go Whitney. It's a lady named Ann Nesby. She was part of Sounds of Blackness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love her voice. I'm gonna have to throw. People ain't gonna like it, but you can't take it away from R. Kelly.
Yeah, you can't take
Can't
it
take
away.
away.
You
Yeah, you
can't
can't
take it
take.
away.
Um, then I'm gonna have to go Jacquees. A lot of people gonna be like, "What, Jacquees?" Yo, Jacquees, fire. Um, it's that was at 4.
Yeah, that's four.
Chris Brown. I'm tripping. Oh, I'm tripping. Chris, yeah.
He said, hold on, hold on, hold on. I can't forget about my hometown, the
Yeah, I can't
hometown.
forget about Chris. I'm tripping.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. Well, let me ask you this: if you had to pick five producers to create and your whatever your all-time album, it could be dead or alive. It could be whoever. Your five producers that you have, make up your dream project.
Give me Troy Taylor. Give
Okay.
me Troy Taylor because he did Trey Songz. I'm ready. He did Sweet Lady by Tyrese. He
Tyrese.
did.
Yep.
Give me. I'm telling. When I say this, I need a modern day them. So I need Troy Taylor. I need what's that dude name that was in the beginning of every songs? He did Brandy's Black Child. Give me Black
Okay.
Child.
Oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, Black
I
Child.
need
Yeah.
Dre.
Okay.
Um, that's all I got for now.
So
I
you
need
got no
Drake, Black.
hometown producers. They know, it's something in the water.
Yeah, I
No
need for real,
Timbo or
for
Pharrell,
real.
man. No.
Oh, yeah, I need for real, Black Child, Troy Taylor, and for real, and one more. I need one more.
Yeah, you need one more, man. Give me one more.
Um, Hitmaker.
Teddy Riley, Hitmaker. Okay,
Give me.
Hitmaker. Okay, Hitmaker definitely doing this thing. Okay. So now that's a fire
Thank
production.
you,
That'll be a fire
thank you.
production.
That'd be dope.
So yeah, oh yeah. Okay. All right. So what advice would you give a person who's interested into getting to this music, into starting to want to rap and do music? What advice would you give them, being that been doing it as long as you have been doing it?
Follow your heart. Keep keep it real with your words. Don't follow somebody else. I know they might be inspiring to you, and it's good to stand on the shoulders of giants. That's fine, but stand on the shoulders. You know what I mean? Don't take from others' artwork. Be yourself. Be genuine. Come real. Come with how you feel. And some ways how you feel is your art. It's your way of doing things. Don't forget about that. And step. Don't expect nobody to step for you. Step for yourself. Do for yourself. Um, make way for yourself. Love yourself enough to make way for yourself. A lot of people don't love themselves enough. They wait for opportunities to come. No, man, you gotta love yourself enough for you to make way for yourself. Your motivation should be yourself and the things you've been through in life. Um, and bring back good music. Just do that. Handle
Hello,
that.
hello. Okay. Hey, they love it. They loving what you're saying out there. They love what you're saying out there.
I
So
appreciate each and every one of y'all.
I'm telling you. So let's talk about what do you have going on for the future? Because you already let us know about the projects you got going on. Is there any other things you're gonna be putting your hand in? You're gonna be doing a little merchandise? You're gonna be doing anything like that in the near future?
I got a lot of labels I'm speaking to right now. We're just trying to figure out how we're going to move. I'm real big on creative rights. I'm real big on ownership also. Partnerships, we wouldn't mind. We wouldn't mind doing partnerships. If I'm going to sign to a label, it got to make sense to me and my family, of course. But that's what we're in the middle of right now. Merchandise, of course. Hopefully, we can get a tour going here soon. We're trying to figure all that out right now. I'm not under management at all. So if y'all know somebody who looking, got a good resume, somebody who got a good resume, because people will be like, "Yo, I'm a manager, I'll do it." Somebody who got a resume. Of course, I would love to sit down and talk to them about management and representation of me. Um, and me and Desiree, we handling things like, you know, it's like Scotty and Pippen. I mean, Jordan and Pippen, Shaq and Kobe. Me and Desiree against the world.
Hello. That's what I'm talking about. Man. But I definitely got time for. I got one more question for you, my guy. Ain't gonna hold you long. You definitely been cooking and giving us a lot of great information. Now, I do want to ask you this last question. What is something that you wish you would have told your younger self, what you know now? What is something you would have, you wish you would have knew back then when it comes to this music?
Don't depend on nobody.
Mm.
A lot of times, that's what I would have told my younger self. Um, I would have just went out the gate, just holding down me, like just going all representing me, all representation of me. No waiting on nobody. No running behind somebody who making broken promises. I would have just like, yo, hold yourself down all the way You know what I mean? So I would have told him that as far as my experiences that I went through in life, I wouldn't change nothing because if I did, I wouldn't know what is a lesson. If I wouldn't have went through what I went through, I wouldn't know what a lesson is or what lesson I would have caught from it. So I wouldn't change it. I would go through it again if I didn't know and get the lesson from what I got from it. So um, yeah.
Hello, man. Listen, this guy Lyriq, man. Listen, if you think he talking that talk now, you gotta go listen to the music. If you think he talking that talk now, go listen to the music. I'm telling you, man. But again, brother, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. It's been a dope interview. Shout out to Desiree again for orchestrating and doing what she does and handling her business, man. So any last words before we get up out of here, my guy?
Shout out to my team, which is Desiree. Shout out to Virginia. Shout out to all of my supporters, each and every one of y'all. By y'all even spreading my music word of mouth, that's huge. By y'all, accepting my music for what it is, for y'all even giving me a listen, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. DMV Hef in here, he always family. So shout out to DMV Hef, Charlottesville rapper. He dope. Check him out whenever y'all get a chance to. Um, and I appreciate you, interviewing me and giving me a shot and letting my voice be heard. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? It's never taken for granted, but it's always love. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir, my guy. Hey, man, that's what we here for, man. We here to talk that talk, spread, everybody word, let people know about you, discover you, and of course, let your people hear it directly from you about, what you got going on in your career and what you've been through, bro. So thank you for, sharing your info, sharing all your information. And y'all know I make beats, so if y'all need them beats, y'all need, let's make it happen. Let's make some things cook. You already knew though. So definitely, man. So again, I'll let you know when this will be up online. It will be on YouTube. But if y'all will go over to YouTube, look up Roth Talk Podcast. I have so many other dope interviews up there. And then this one will be posted as well. So if you missed any of it, you will be able to go back and check it out. So with that being said, we about to get up out of here, man. This has been another edition of the Roth Talk Podcast where we talk that talk. Shout out to my guy Lyriq. Y'all go ahead and download, stream, comment, and like. Face Card is out everywhere right now. Support my guy, and we're gonna be back. And actually, in a couple more days, I got another interview. Shout out to Desiree. So we're gonna keep this thing cooking. And with that being said, y'all be safe out there and peace. We out.